There is truly only one thing you need to know about Mualani, and it is that she can do this. What more do you even want from a character? What more is there to life than a bouncy pufferfish? I have chosen to make a video on specifically Mualani because as a person who has her and who has enjoyed her for the time of having her, I can tell you that even at low investment, she's great, and especially for newer players, she's a great bang for your buck. She's banging your buck. She bangs all of the bucks, honestly. Okay, so first, besides being silly and cute and also a surfer, she has one standout overworld ability that a lot of Mualani havers love, including myself, because it's genuinely life-changing. I'm gonna be real. And that's exploration. You can use her Sharky to do anything. Like anything at all. Like anything at all, exploration-wise. Like you couldn't start World War III with Sharky. Well, actually you might be able to start World War III with Sharky. But I was talking more about like you can swim, you can glide, you can like whatever you set your imagination to you can do because Sharky's awesome and is great for exploration. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it's essentially just the way that you're going to clear all exploration with 100%, but I will tell you, I'm very proud to say that one of my Mondstadt regions is at 50%. And that is in no small part because Mualani has incredibly quality of life. Whoa. Mualani introduces incredible quality of life improvements. I sounded so professional there. It was only to make up for the fact that I stumbled over a bunch of words before. But anyway, I cannot press how truly amazing she is. She can go across water. She can bite like 3 times in the air, making you glide farther. And just like a bunch of other stuff. Running is easier. For a lot of you new players, you will not know the pain of only having Sayu to get across the overworld with. It was not fun. It was not fun. It was not joyous. I did not enjoy it. I think hell is just rolling around as Sayu forever. I think that's what it is. Like, I think when people are like, you have to like not sin, I think that's why. Spoiler alert, Sayu is the ruler of hell. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. It's either her or Lynette, man. It's either her or Lynette. No shade to Lynette or Sayu, but the ruler of hell is definitely a crappy 4-star anime exploration character. Moving on though, Mualani's great. I have her at level 70 with this like crappy 4-star weapon and crappy artifacts. Like, they are not good. This is kind of good. That's not good at all. That's not great. Fun fact, I had a good feather and I fed it to this piece. Terrible choice. The Hydra damage goblet isn't bad. The circlet's trashy, it's awful, but my point is, she does decent. Like, she on my teams, I saw 100k sneak out of Stygian Onslaught on a vape, and that's on that build. Imagine what a new player with low investment can do. Also, I keep saying new player. I'm not sure if Genshin players can be new. Can Genshin players be new? Like, is it possible for a Genshin player to be new to Genshin? Or do they they're birthed and they spawn as a Genshin player? They're born from the womb and they've been playing Genshin for 5 years. Like, is that canon? Like, I feel like that's what happens. Because I don't know if I've ever come across a new Genshin player. I was a new Genshin player. My friends were new Genshin players. And then none of us were a new Genshin player, and I don't think there's been a new Genshin player since that's ever existed. I think we may have been the last ones. Are new Genshin players extinct? So anyway, while we're on the topic of team building, which we were totally on, trust me, bro, why would we be talking about the birth of Genshin players? No, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, you need to have a pyro applicator on your Mualani team. That can be Pyro MC, that can be Toma, that can be, where is she at? Xingling. It can be Xingling. It can be genuinely any pyro applicator. It can be Mavuika. Just take your pick. It can literally be an elemental reaction. It can be burn. Burn can be your pyro applicator. That is the pyro just any pyro application's good. Maybe avoid Durin, because I don't think Durin buffs Hydro in any special way. Though if you're really pressed and you really want to use Durin, then get on with your bad self, because literally any pyro application works. Except for Chevreuse, leave girl with her onion rings. Let her rest. She doesn't need to be in a Mualani team. After the pyro applicator, you'll want your next character to be a Hydro character with low application rate. Mona's really good because she buffs Vape. She essentially wants a Hydro character to to buff her HP but not steal her pyro aura. You'll also want an Animo character. Kazuha works, Sucrose works. I don't know where she is, I can't find her right. Prune works. Quite literally any VV bot. Basically just you want a pyro character, low application hydro character, and a Animo character, or just like any variation of buffers that you have, essentially, with the exception of you need to have a pyro character that applies pyro, because vape doesn't work otherwise, and vape is kind of what holds mualani together as a character. Oh, also Natlan characters work really well with her because of a passive that buffs her burst damage. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but essentially, yeah, she's very flexible. Most of her damage is in her skill, but there is a little bit of damage in her burst, and so it's not like one of those bursts that you can just like ignore. It is a useful burst. It's got a kind of fast animation. It does some good damage. It's helpful. It's just like a multiplier. It's just more damage. Her skill enters you into a state where you're riding Sharky and you go through mobs and gather stacks of the little fish things, and then once you have 3, you use her Sharky bite and do lots of damage, and you can do that like 3 times per skill, and it's like a ton of damage. I think it counts as basic attack damage, which is crazy because you also don't care that much about her basics. Like, you could leave them at level 1 and that could be completely fine. Like, they do not matter that much at all, but her skill counts as basic attack damage. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. This was the passive I was talking about. It's just like you get a stack of a thing and then it buffs the damage of your ult when you use your ult based on how many Night Soul bursts have been used. That's essentially it. That's why she's good with Pyro MC, Mavwika, Jalonin. It's just more damage on top of everything that is rewarding you for using other Natlan characters. Honestly, I think Pyro MC is probably the best pyro applicator because of that for free-to-play players if you don't have Mavwika, because you can also run Center City. This is given that you have, there's like a specific constellation you need so that the pyro application even works correctly. I don't think it's super high. It's either 1 or 2. So, but it is like necessary, because otherwise just use a non-Natlan team. Honestly, using a non-Natlan team isn't that bad. Like, it's not that much of a damage drop off. Then there's this passive. This is basically what allows her to do 3 bites per skill. Whenever she uses a skill, a pufferfish spawns and gives her more energy to use another shark bite thing. I can imagine the Mualani fans watching this and be like, I already know all this stuff. Like, I already know all of this stuff. I'm just here to hear her be glazed. Like, and honestly, fair. Like, I completely understand you if you're just here to hear her be glazed about how cool she is, because she's really cool. And you're probably like not wanting to listen to me rant about her kit for like 2 minutes and what it does. But I'm doing this for the people who don't know, okay? The new players who may or may not exist. Overall, I would consider Mualani the most free-to-play 5-star DPS in the game. It was close between her and Shaska, but she just doesn't deal as much damage. Like, Shaska can be slotted into almost any team, but she just doesn't deal as much baseline damage. Mualani has this great advantage of having a high baseline damage and also having a high ceiling damage, so she scales with investment. She's pretty future-proof. Like, I know with a lot of these gimmick reactions, like, they'll die off once the next region happens, but Mualani's a vape DPS, and vape's not gonna just, like, die off. There will always be pyro characters who are going to come out and support her, or other characters who are going to buff her and make her better because they just want to support her and love her and be a supportive, happy family. Joking aside, I do think she's a pretty future-proof DPS, and she does a lot of damage. She's good for exploration, and there's like a ton of stuff going for her. Honestly, if you really like her, you should get her. And if you really don't know if you like her, then you should get her. And if you don't know if you should get any character and you're like, what DPS would be best for my account, I would honestly probably say Mualani, and I don't even main her. So yeah, I hope this video has helped you. And if it hasn't, I'm sorry, I guess. Bye. Gosh. And if you did enjoy this video, bye. Gosh.